Alright, so I know there are some people that are pretty familiar with desmos and some people who aren't, so I'm just going to go over some of the questions that even the College Board has deemed really difficult and show you how to do them a lot faster using this cool little graphing calculator we have here. So this question right here is asking what system of linear equations is represented by the lines shown, and then they give us a bunch of equations here, right? Now, normally this would take like a pretty long time because you'd have to like find the equation of one line, find the equation of another, and all of these look pretty similar. But the easiest way that you can do this and save many minutes of your time is just plugging and chugging every single one of these equations. So I'm going to do that right now in the desmos. And as you can see, this right here doesn't add up with whatever is given here, so we know that we can't do A. And then we can try B right now. We can see that doesn't work either. And then we can try C now. And we can see that it's kind of similar, but it's the complete opposite way. So let's change that. And then there we go. These add up perfectly, so then your answer choice is D. And just to show you guys, like to give you guys a bit of a frame of reference, this is the official College Board explanation of how to do it, and this looks like it take a pretty long time. But right here, we did it in around like 30 seconds to 45 seconds if you're a bit faster than me. Right. So let's go on to this next question. This is a really easy question, but this is just like basics of desmos. Function f is defined by this. What's the value of f of x when x equals 2? Here, you can literally just plug this in if you're just not sure about it. And then 2. And then here you have the answer, which is C, 80. Alright. You have this question right here. Another system of equations. And the College Board has also deemed this really hard. And in the actual College Board, like if this was a test question, they'd give you like a free open thing because there's no multiple choices here, so you'd actually have to come up with an answer yourself. And the easiest way to do that is just putting in a desmos. So then there you go. If x comma y satisfies the system of equations above, what's the value of y? As you can see right here, the value of y is 1.5, which is the correct answer. This question right here, it's a little bit difficult. You don't really need desmos for this, but it does help a little bit. So window repair specialist charges $220 for the first 2 hours of repair plus an hourly fee for each additional hour. So the total cost is $400. So on desmos, you can actually make a table as well. So we know that for the first 2 hours of repair, it's $220. So let's say that x1 is like the number of hours, and then y1 is the total cost. When x1 is 2, then we know that the window repair specialist charges $220. So then we can just do that. Now, if for 5 hours of repair is $400, and then we know that the first 2 hours is 220, we just do 400 minus 220, you get 180, right? Which means that for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th hours combined, it's $180, which is 3 hours. So 180 divided by 3, which means $60 per hour after the 2nd hour is over, right? So we can go back onto our table and say for the 3rd hour, 220 plus this 60 value right here, which is 280. And then for the 4th hour, it's another 60, so then that would be 340. And then for the 5th, it would be $400, which adds up to whatever is right here. Which function f gives the total cost in dollars where x is greater than or equal to 2? So what we can do now is we can set up what we call a regression line where y1, it says it right here, all you need to do is type in y and then the number 1 and then the subscript shows up immediately. And instead of an equal sign, you actually put a tilde, which may not be on your keyboard. You can go down here and then to the ABC, and there's a tilde button right here. Click that, and that is equal to, and then we can see right here, all of these are in the form of mx plus b. So m and then x1 instead of regular x, and then again you just write x1 plus b, right? So then we all know what mx plus b is, right? That's the regular point slope, just a regular like slope form. So it gives us right here, m is equal to 60 and b is equal to 100, which is what choice A is right here. So yeah, that's all.